Gene Simmons, welcome to Hardtalk.
Thank you. Wonderful being here.
Is it all front with you, promoting an image and a brand through both your music and your opinions?
Well, I mean, I think it's fair to say we all wake up and stand in front of a mirror and try to see how the rest of the world sees us. If your own Shakespeare says the whole world's a stage, then we're all just players. I mean, all of us to some extent are trying to figure out what to wear, how to look, how to act. So yeah, in some way it's all real. I mean, the only time we're actually as honest and purely innocent without trying to sort of figure out what anybody thinks is maybe when we're alone at home and sort of there's nobody there to judge us. But as soon as you leave your home, people will have something to say, look at, think about, and so on. So, of course, everything is all an act in the same way it is for you. You're professional, and but of course it's an act.
But as far as the music is concerned, I mean, there are people who say it was always about the front rather than the music.
I mean, take whatever you will from it.
But for you, what was it?
Well, it's a combination of both. We wanted 44 years ago to put together the band nobody ever saw on stage, to write the songs that we believed in and so on, and to make, you know, quite honestly, a complete spectacle out of ourselves, because critics say that we are, and you're damn right we do. We believe in giving folks bang for the buck, and the idea of just getting up there cross-legged with an acoustic guitar and some incense and charging people $100 for a ticket is anathema, which is a big word like gymnasium. We won't go there. We give bang for the buck. And,
but what you have from the critics is, I mean, only recently, when you look at the critics of a recent concert...
Can I react to the word critics?
Well, the Guardian writer, one of the Guardian critics, about your concert earlier this year, described it, and all earlier concerts, and the band as a masterclass in self-parody from day one.
Well, thank God the Guardian thought that. No,
but,
listen,
perhaps it's something you agree with, though. That you set out to say to
not at all. Not at all. I mean, I appreciate the goodwill and the good-natured fun, but I've got a few houses that the critics have bought me. If those are bad reviews, please bring it on.
But you've also been honest about how much of it is spectacle rather than necessarily the music, and I'm just trying to find out from you whether...
Well, it's clearly both. I don't want to get up on stage with the band that I'm so proud of and just play the songs. I think that would be a slap in the face to the audience. We also don't use backing tracks or anything fake. It's a legitimate hard rockin' band that plays live on stage, and we prefer to give the audience more than just incense.
You said yourself, I'm not an artist. So as far as...
I think that's highly overused. It's not up to me to decide if I am. It's always up to the people. Of the people, for the people, by the people. When somebody stands up and says, I'm an artist, I'm going, who are you? Be quiet.
But there are some people who write and sing because they feel driven to do it. Is that the same with you?
Well, I don't want to tell you the actual facts of life about those things. Those people will tell you what you want to hear. That's beautifully poetic. And then, you know, privately, they go back to their mansions and love it the same way we do. And the attention and the attraction of this sex or the opposite sex, it's all part of the game. The real question is, would everybody or anybody do this if they didn't get a single penny?
And do you think the answer to that is no? Okay, but do you still write music? Do you still feel moved to write music?
2 weeks ago, I wrote a song called Your Wish Is My Command.
Did you write that music to make money?
Well, you know, that's a good point. I think people who create stuff and write books and stuff are in the creative process, and then afterwards they want to make money. But there's absolutely nothing wrong with sitting down and being hired by somebody, because you're hired by the wonderful and iconic BBC to sit here, and you know full well what you're going to be doing. You're going to be getting paid money. And what's bad about that?
Okay. And for you, I mean, as a band,
you mean America's #1 gold record award-winning group of all time in all categories.
It's hardwired into your DNA, isn't it, to promote? And
well, you snooze, you lose. If I'm going to wait for the BBC or anybody else to tell the world how fantastic we are.
Okay, which is why, very early on, and you pretty much invented band merchandising, but you didn't just do teacups and coffee cups.
Teacups. How English. I love
that. Or T-shirts. But you went so much further. I mean, you have, 5,000 different products?
We have 5,000 licensed items. We have everything from Kiss condoms, the Kiss caskets. We'll get you coming. We'll get you going.
The latest, the box set that you're selling at the moment is called The Vault.
Almost. It's called GeneSimmonsVault.com. That's actually the title.
Okay.
It's the only place to get it.
But one of the most extraordinary things you're doing with it is people can pay extra for this material.
Well, let's go
and
step at a
get
time.
you. No, because what I don't want you to do is list all the various options they can go to the website and see if they're interested in. But you can pay extra to have you personally hand deliver it to their house.
Yeah, and that's because when I was a kid, I didn't get a knock at the door and Elvis didn't say, "Hey, Gene, check out my new album." And so I'm very well off, and I appreciate that. And the fans gave me this opportunity. And so what I wanted to do was to change the way things are done. The largest box set of all time is the GeneSimmonsVault.com box set. But wait. It sounds like you get more. It's 3 feet tall, 38 pounds, and it spans 50 years of songs I've had with Bob Dylan and with Van Halen, all kinds of people. But I'm going to hop on a plane at my own cost, and I'm going to hand deliver this around the world.
So, I mean, I don't know how early sales have gone, but are you traveling?
Huge.
Oh, you say you're traveling a lot next year?
I start January, and I'm going to be out there for 12 months.
And you're not going to get tired and a little frustrated?
Of course you will, but so what? When you go run around Hyde Park, you get tired. Everybody gets tired.
Look, for those who may be struggling to think, what is a Kiss? What is a Kiss band? Or they may not remember it. We've got a clip.
What planet did they come from?
Okay, well...